Good afternoon, the midday news. I am Hadiza Bala. Vice President Kashim Shettima has called for the alignment of Nigeria's regulatory practices with global standards to enhance the country's business environment. It is according to a statement issued today by Special Advisor to the President on Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Uduole. Speaking at the inaugural Regulators Forum of the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council at the Presidential Villa, Shettima emphasized the importance of transparency, trust, and efficiency among regulatory bodies. At the forum, Shettima, who also chairs the council, urges regulatory agencies to streamline their operations, eliminate overlaps, and align with President Bola Tinubu's broader economic goals. He highlighted the need for Nigeria to boost its global competitiveness through improved regulatory frameworks. The forum provided a collaborative platform for regulators to address operational challenges and streamline processes that affect business operations in Nigeria. The Nigeria Labour Congress said it will meet with the federal government on how workers could survive the recent hike in the pump price of petrol. According to the labor movement, the current price of petrol has eroded the gains of the yet to be implemented 70,000 new national minimum wage. President of NLC, Joe Ajaero, disclosed this at the opening ceremony of a two-day workshop on minimum wage implementation workshop, Southern Zone, with the theme Strategies for Effective Implementation of the 2024 National Minimum Wage Act in Lagos. Mr. Ajaero advised the government to address the excruciating hunger, poverty, and frustration of Nigerians before things go out of hand, lamenting that Nigerians are really suffering. The state governor, Senator Adeleke, has said his administration remain committed to fostering a conducive environment for academic excellence, technical advancement, and partnership opportunities that will further enhance institutions' impacts across the state. Governor Adeleke stated this while receiving the governing council and management team of Federal Polytechnic Ede during a courtesy visit at the state government's house, Osogbo. Governor's office correspondent Oluwa Tobiloba Odunuga reports.
The Osun State Governor, Senator Adeleke, received the governing council members of the Federal Polytechnic Ede, led by the council chairman, Professor Taiwo Olaiya, and the management team of the institution, led by the rector, Engineer Sani Yaya, at the Osun State Government House in Osogbo, the state capital. The courtesy visit by the governing council and management of Federal Polytechnic Ede underscores the vital role educational institutions play in the development of the state. In his address, Osun State Governor, Senator Adeleke, said, as an institution strategically located in Osun State, Federal Polytechnic Ede contributes to local manpower, development, and capacity building of the Ede town and that of the state. The governor, who appreciated the effort and contributions of the governing council and the management team of the institution, added that the courtesy visit will further enhance collaboration between the state government and the institution, providing a platform for discussions on various developmental issues, including enhancing educational infrastructure and addressing the welfare of both students. Governor Adeleke further reiterated his administration's commitment towards the promotion of good governance and youth development initiatives in the state.
You attest to the fact that Ede community, in particular, and Osun State in general, has been contributing greatly to the growth and development of the institution. I wish to use this opportunity to again reassure that Ede community and Osun State in general will continue to extend our support to our polytechnic community. In the light of this, we implore our management and council to adopt the local content initiative in the sharing of goodies within the community.
Earlier in his remarks, the chairman governing council of Federal Polytechnic Ede, Professor Taiwo Olaiya, appreciated the good works of the Adeleke dynasty. Since the inception of the institution, the council chairman further called for more collaboration between the state government and the institution, saying Governor Adeleke's administration has been vocal about its commitment to education, and this engagement signals a positive partnership towards improving the state's academic sector.
We intend to improve quality of education at the Federal Polytechnic Ede by ensuring that we key our students into the contemporary teaching facilities, and being a polytechnic, our emphasis will be on skill, especially skills that can be used for building a nation like Nigeria. that is in need of growth and development at an auspicious time like.
Present at the gathering were the Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Adewale Ekbedun, Commissioner for Political and Intergovernmental Affairs, Dr. Biyi Odunlade, other members of the State Executive Council, among others. It has been Oluwa Tobiloba Odunuga reporting.
The Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, has approved the proposal by the federal government to settle out of court with the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Walter Onogen, who is challenging his premature removal from office in 2019. The three-man appellate court panel led by Justice Joseph Oyewole also gave the parties November 19 deadline to return to the court with their settlement terms for possible adoption as the judgment of the court in the dispute. The former Chief Justice was removed from office in 2019 by the Code of Conduct Tribunal, which convicted him of failing to declare his assets as a public official, while the Danladi Umar-led CCT also ordered the forfeiture of Onogen's 5 bank accounts. The lead justice on the matter, Justice Oyewole, directed both parties to file terms of settlement for adoption once agreed upon, ordering them to document the terms of settlement and file them in court before the adjourned date for the court to adopt as its judgment in the matter. No fewer than 1 million persons have been displaced by flood, while 634,035 houses damaged and 94,741 farmlands have submerged across the country. The Director General of NEMA, Hajia Omar, disclosed this in Kebbi. The Director General, who was represented by the Director of Disaster Risk Reduction of the agency, Dr. Daniel Obot, warned that 16 local government areas of Kebbi State are predicted to be affected by flood this year. She said the aim of early warning strategies is to integrate direct risk communication and engagement approaches to disseminate early warning message for early actions at the state, local government, and community levels. Umar revealed that the statistics from the National Emergency Coordination Center of NEMA as at last week indicated that 176 local government areas in 30 states, including FCT, were affected, as against the 148 local government areas and 31 states predicted by NIHSA. And now to sports. Players in the Nigeria Premier Football League say they are looking forward to being invited to the Super Eagles B ahead of the African Nations Championship qualifiers, which begins next month. The Confederation of African Football has announced a new date for the 2024 tournament, fixing February 1 to 25 next year for the championship meant for African footballers based in their countries. Even though the Nigerian Football Federation is yet to confirm the country's participation amid the absence of a substantive coach for the Super Eagles B, the players are fancying donning the colors of the country. Enyimba forward Joseph Atsules also said the announcement has fueled his desire to keep working hard to fulfill his dream of playing for Nigeria. Katsina United midfielder Aziz Falolu, who powered the club to a 2-1 over Bendel Insurance, said it is an opportunity to be among the players for that assignment. The last time Nigeria featured at the CHAN was in 2018 when they lost to Morocco in the final. The former Gabonese president, Ali Bongo, has announced his decision to definitely quit politics and called for the liberation of his wife and his son, Sylvia and Nuruddin Bongo, at the end of their torture. Both of them have been detained and educated following the fall of the Bongo dynasties. They have been imprisoned for crimes for which their guilt has yet to be established and have become scapegoats of the situation that goes beyond their individual being. In the letter circulated in the media, Bongo admits inadequacy of the social and institutional level during his terms, saying he is the sole responsible, is therefore calling for national reconciliation. The move has dawned mixed reactions. In Libreville, many residents are skeptic. Former Gabonese First Lady Sylvia Bongo Valentin, aged 61, has been charged with money laundering, receiving stolen goods as well as forgery and fraud. Nuruddin Bongo Valentin has already been charged with corruption and embezzling public funds, with several former cabinet members and 2 ex-ministers, while no charge is held against former President Bongo. And with that, we've come to the end of Midday News on OSBC. Join us at 3 for the State News. Good afternoon.
Bàbá yìí ó dùn jù sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ ìyàn lákìyẹmí ara. Bàbá yìí ó dùn jù sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ ìyàn lákìyẹmí ara. Bàbá yìí ó dùn jù sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ ìyàn lákìyẹmí ara. Òbí jẹ́ kájọ sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ ìyàn lákìyẹmí ara. Ọmọ náà bá mi jó sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ ìyàn lákìyẹmí ara. Màmá mi sì jẹ́ ara mi yó sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ lákìyẹmí ara. Àbúrò mi tẹ̀sí kàmí sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ ìyàn lákìyẹmí ara. Àbúrò mi tẹ̀sí sẹ́yìn sí ni ó máa dùn yóò sì máa wọ ìyàn lákìyẹmí ara.